Alright, so let me go over my talents real quick, guys. So with Frost, I believe the talents are very cut and dry when it comes to what's best. Runic Attenuation, because it gives you extra runic power. Murderous Efficiency, because it gives you extra ruins all the time. Most of the time when you use Obliterate, you do have a killing machine up, so you're pretty much going to get an extra ruin all the time. Avalanche, because it just does extra frost damage. Winter is Coming, because it stuns people with your Pillar of Frost, as you will see here. I'm going to use AMZ, and there's just everyone on me ever, so I believe I'm fine here, though. Inexorable Assault, because you want that sweet, sweet extra frost damage. And Gathering Storm, because it makes your, whatever it's called, Remorseless Winter hit for more damage. It's probably the most important talent out of all this. I don't even see when his bubbles up. I'm just going to have to judge it by the animation. And Hungering Wound Weapon, because it does 20% haste. Holy shit, where's my health? Wow. Wowie. So, going over the talents again so I can just stand here. Runic Attenuation, because it gives you runic power. Murderous Efficiency, because it gives you extra ruins. Avalanche, because it gives you extra frost damage whenever you use your Pillar of Frost, which is up every 1 minute. Winter is Coming, because whenever you use Pillar of Frost and Remorseless Winter, you are going to be stunning people. Inexorable Assault, because it just gives you extra frost damage whenever you're at range of someone. And people are going to keep you at range a lot as a Frost Death Knight. Gathering Storm, because it increases the damage you do by 15% and extends your Remorseless Winter for every runic power you spend. So you'll see here I already have 4 stacks. For every one thing, you'll just extend it. So it got up to 75% extra damage already. And then Hungering Wound Weapon, because it gives you runic power, runes, and gives you 20% haste. The reason I take this is because of Overpowered Rune Weapon, which is exactly what it says. It's very overpowered. Reduces the cooldown of your Empowered Rune Weapon by 2 minutes, so you're going to have a 20% haste buff, extra runes, and extra runic power every 1 minute. So, very OP. Frozen Center just because it freezes people. You can also run Death Chill, but it's really up to you. And then the rest of the talents don't really matter, in my opinion. And again, I'll just go over the basic rotation here. You're pretty much just going to want to use Obliterate all the time. Whenever someone's stunned, you're going to want to just, keep on hitting them. Anytime you get a Howling Blast proc, you're going to want to use that immediately, because Howling Blast does do a bunch of damage, and it will apply your dot effect to everyone, and just does a lot of damage. Also, increases the duration of your Remorseless Winter. And again, I'll show you here. I'm going to wait for that to end. So, Remorseless Winter. Since I have the Howling Blast, I'm going to use it, and Obliterate. He's staying in that, so I don't really care. Obliterate, just for the Killing Machine proc. Since he's staying in it, I'm just going to Remorseless Winter right there. That's pretty much it. I mean, you press 3 buttons pretty much outside of Remorseless Winter, so it's a very easy spec, admittedly. Hate to say it, but again, Obliterate, Howling Blast, Obliterate, Howling Blast. Frost Strike is a filler. Obliterate, Frost Strike, Howling Blast. It's just like, if you don't even know what you're doing and you just press those 3 buttons, you're still going to do a ton of damage, honestly. But I hate to be the one Frost Death Knight to tell you guys that, but let's be honest here. Again, Frost Strike does have a 15-yard range, by the way, and will hit through bop, so I'd keep note of that. Pretty much just keep note of your... Hold on. We'll see what we can do here. Whoa. That is mine. Or Gore's. Either one. And again, just Obliterate. Okay, you've made a mistake. Obliterate whenever it's up. Dump your Frost Strikes whenever you need the ruins. Keep track of your Howling Blast whenever it gets procced. You'll see here it procced. I'm going to go on this guy as well. Just kidding, I'm going to go on the Warlock because we dumpster on Warlocks. Didn't interrupt anything there, but that's fine. And again, whenever Howling Blast does get procced, use Howling Blast. Whenever you have Killing Machine, use Obliterate because it gives you a ruin. Most likely gives you a ruin, and does just a ton of damage and is guaranteed crit. Howling Blast because it just hits for 250,000 non-crits all the time, and is given to you by your Obliterates. And Remorseless Winter you always want to open up with, because it will... Whenever you open up with Remorseless Winter and then do your normal rotation, your Remorseless Winter will have its damage buffed and the duration of it buffed by 0.5 seconds and 15% increased damage. So you'll see here, I always start with Remorseless Winter. You'll see in everything, I'll always start with Remorseless Winter. You just use Barkson, so I'm going to switch. Okay, now I'm rooted. It's fun. Okay, just kidding. We'll go on you. He did get my... whatever it's called. I almost have cooldowns here, so I imagine I'll be fine. He's really going to want to play that AMZ, so I'm going to try and stick out of it. The fuck off my dick, guy. Okay. Let's just delete this guy. Here, Gore. How about that? Poor guy. Okay, yeah, so the rotation, it's pretty much just Obliterate, Frost Strike, Howling Blast. That's all it is. And then always start with the Remorseless Winter. That's a major key. Just always start with it. I'll show you here. Remorseless Winter. Use your runes. Ideally, when you start with Remorseless Winter, you're going to want to use your runes at the beginning so you can extend the duration of your Remorseless Winter immediately. When you don't have anything else to press, as in you don't have either Obliterate or Howling Blast, you want to use your Frost Strike. Yeah, thanks for the follow. The bacon? I don't even know. And that's it. Always just Remorseless Winter, Obliterate, Howling Blast. Even though when you get free Howling Blast, it doesn't cost a rune power, or a rune. I'll 1v1 you. What are you talking about? I ain't no pussy. You may be a Blood Death Knight, but I'm the best goddamn... just kidding. I'm the best goddamn Frost Death Knight you've seen in your fucking life, man. I swear on me, Mum. Rip Rogue. You were loved. Let's see if I can just kill this guy. I mean, you're not supposed to be able to 1v1 a Blood Death Knight, but I might be able to. We'll see. He's probably just going to self-heal, and he's getting heals by a Resto Druid as well, so I'm going to kind of bail out here. Also, another key thing to keep in mind is your Icebound Fortitude. Whenever you use it, and you do use Death Strike, it will heal you for just max health, as long as you have Icebound Fortitude up. You'll see there my Death Strike healed me for 3 million, I believe, is the amount it healed me for. So, always keep in mind of the Icebound Fortitude Death Strike heal, because it will heal you to max health no matter what. And the rotation, again, is just run in with Remorseless Winter, and then use Obliterate. I'll show you guys here on this guy. Run in with Remorseless Winter, use Obliterate. I don't have anything else to press, so I'm just going to press Frost Strike, use Howling Blast because I got the proc, and Death Griffin back to me and Gore. Again, use Obliterate because I had the Killing Machine proc, and you'll see I did get my Remorseless Winter to extend by 3.5 seconds and have a 105% increased damage to the damage itself. Gonna enable the music at the last second because I can. And yeah, we'll show you guys the burst on this guy as well. Again, start with Remorseless Winter, use Obliterate, use Howling Blast. When you don't have anything else to press, just use... when you don't have any other buttons to press other than Obliterate and Howling Blast, just use Frost Strike. And then always just remember of the... always be aware of your Icebound Fortitude heal, and if you don't have it, you should just Death Strike for the heals if you really need the heals. But again, I'm going to use not Icebound Fortitude, Remorseless Winter, just to get the damage up and the slow from it, and extend the duration of it with my runic attacks. You'll see here I still have it up because it's just getting extended constantly whenever I use an ability that would usually use a rune, / does use a rune. And that's it, guys. And we get a legendary. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. That's what I get. You know, we just did so good. We get, I think that's like one of the best in slot legendaries as well, but yeah, again, Frost VK in review. All you do, you start with Remorseless Winter. You use Obliterate and Howling Blast whenever it gets procced. You only use Howling Blast when it gets procced by Obliterate. When you have nothing else to press, or you are capped on runic power, or you need runes, use Frost Strike. And then the other like main thing I have is always use Empowered Rune Weapon and the Overpowered Rune Weapon Honor Talent, because that gives you 20% haste and just a ton of runic power and a ton of runes. So that's very basic Frost DK. I'm going to be doing a more in-depth guide later. I don't know when, but a more in-depth guide kind of going over everything that you would need to know that I didn't cover in this. So yeah, that's Frost Death Knight.